The Hidden Cost of Speed, Why Slowing Down Accelerates Mastery. We are addicted to speed. We rush through courses, consume summaries, and glorify the hustle. We believe that faster is better and that the sheer volume of output guarantees success. This addiction to speed is actively preventing you from reaching your true potential. Speed produces volume, slow, deliberate practice produces mastery. If you don't slow down, your output will always be based on reactive habit rather than calculated excellence. The hidden cost of constant speed is the inability to see the elegant, efficient solution that only appears when you pause. Deliberate practice and the loop. Mastery is not built on hours, it's built on deliberate practice. Deliberate practice requires you to slow down the process to the point where you can identify, isolate, and correct your weakest link. If you try to learn a skill at full speed, your brain relies on your existing, familiar habits, which contain the very flaws you need to eliminate. Slowing down creates the necessary feedback loop between execution and observation. You execute, you slow down to observe the error, you correct, and then you try again. This continuous loop, performed slowly and with high intensity, is the only accelerator for expertise. The myth of multitasking. The person obsessed with speed is often also a compulsive multitasker, believing they are doing 5 things at once. But they are merely doing 5 things poorly and slowly due to constant cognitive switching. Your brain is a serial processor, not a parallel one. When you slow down and commit to single tasking, you increase the quality of the immediate output, which reduces the need for massive correction and rework later. Rework is the silent killer of productivity. The initial rush of speed is always negated by the heavy drag of fixing sloppy work. Slow down to get it right the first time. 2 case studies. The power of the pause. Let's look at 2 fields where the deliberate, slow execution is the key to elite performance.
Case Study 1, The Surgeon's Precision. A brilliant young surgeon was praised for his speed in the operating room. However, his revision rate was 10% higher than the top senior surgeon. The senior surgeon operated deliberately, taking 20% more time on the initial procedure, but her revision rate was near 0. The senior surgeon's slow start resulted in a faster overall patient outcome and maximized long-term efficiency. Case Study 2, The Writer's Editing Pace. A novelist spent months racing through her first draft. The rush felt good, but she then spent 6 more months fixing plot holes, continuity errors, and structural flaws. Her successful peer spends 30% more time on the initial plotting and writing process, moving slowly and deliberately, resulting in a first draft that requires only 6 weeks of editing.
The takeaway and action plan. If you want to accelerate your mastery, you must hit the brakes. Here is your 3-step plan to slow down and speed up. 1. Implement the 50% rule. When learning a new complex skill, force yourself to execute it at 50% of your current perceived top speed. This creates the observation space necessary for correction. 2. Focus on one flaw. During your slow practice, do not try to fix everything. Isolate the single biggest mistake you usually make and practice only that correction for 30 minutes. 3. Schedule a stop and think block. Tomorrow, before you start your main project, schedule 15 minutes of quiet time to simply think about the most efficient path forward. No doing, just observation. If you're tired of running fast just to stay in the same place, it's time to trade frantic volume for calculated quality. What is the one crucial skill you need to apply the 50% rule to today? Commit to your stop and think block in the comments below. And if you're ready to master the hidden cost of speed and accelerate your expertise through deliberate practice, hit the like button, subscribe for tactical mastery strategies, and click the bell to join a community focused on long-term, high-leverage growth. Slow down to speed up. The hidden cost of speed is mastery itself.